Hi everyone, it's Steve Swinburne back for another rejection. It's day number 3 of Rejection Week, and today I'd like to read you a nonfiction poetry book called Hummingbird Heart. That's my granddaughter in the back. Wake tiny heart to buzz and whir, hummingbird in the treetop stirs. Hover, hover, down and up, you probe sweet nectar cup. Long sugar drink, stop and start, humming wings and humming heart. Now dart to nearby riverside, where dragons fly and herons hide. Pause and sip the jewel weed, beak goes deep in sweet feed. Feathers gleam by splashy stream, a bullfrog eyes his breakfast dream. The frog leaps, petals scatter. You dodge and scold, tick, tick, chatter. With wings reverse you loop away. It's time to find a cool spray. Dash in sun-drenched mist, in rainbow showers where vines twist. Zip, zip through thorny brush, past catbird nest and veery thrush. Over their hedge, hum and zoom, you skydance with a blushing bloom. Near a blossom, something hovers. You see another nectar lover. Tick, tick, chatter, charge and chase. This is my hummingbird place. Hours and hours of sipping flowers flit to and fro from bloom to bower. Rest, sunbird, be calm and still. Bat wings flutter in evening chill. Sleep, tiny heart, a ruffled heap on a moonlit branch. Sleep deep. The end. In so many nonfiction books, there is aftermatter, back matter, wonderful information that extends the story. And in my back matter for Hummingbird Heart, I have the range of the hummingbird, how far it lives, where it lives, what kind of food it eats, nectar, its flight, its amazing flight ability. I talk about their nesting, how big their nests are. I talk about their migration, how far they fly. Incredible migrant birds. And lastly, attracting hummingbirds to a hummingbird feeder. And now a few of these reactions or rejections. And I think this book may have been rejected some 18 times, but as I've said before, I believe in this story and will continue to tweak it and submit it. And hopefully one day it might find a home. The manuscript is very nicely written, and I can clearly see its appeal. But I also know that I wouldn't make the right editor here. Sometimes we editors just know that right away, and I've learned to trust that instinct. Anyway, I'm sure you'll find an editor who feels differently, and I wish you every luck with these projects. And as always, when I read these rejections, I'm hoping that you can glean something from them, gather some information from them, see what I've done and maybe what you can do in your own projects. Thanks for thinking of me with Hummingbird Heart. I enjoy your use of imagery in bringing these amazing creatures alive. Hummingbirds are fascinating birds, and you capture their active and sometimes dangerous existence as they search for food. While I like the device of following a busy bird from morning to night, however, I worry that this forces you to leave other important aspects of the hummingbird's life to the back matter. This, unfortunately, causes the back matter to outweigh the story. Also, the topics covered in this story don't always correlate with those in the back matter. I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this manuscript. Thank you for sending me Hummingbird Heart. I read your manuscript with interest, and while I'm sorry to say that this particular piece isn't right for our list here, I did enjoy your writing and would be glad to look at at your other works in the future. Thank you for sending us Hummingbird Heart to consider for publication. Several of us have now read it, and while some aspects of the manuscript are appealing, we are afraid we don't feel it is right for our list. While I think your text for this story is both lyrical and enlightening, I'm afraid that I couldn't stir up enough support for our editorial meeting, at our editorial meeting. I certainly hope that you'll find a good home for it elsewhere. Thank you for your submission of Hummingbird Heart. Your story is very thoughtful, but I'm afraid it does not seem quite right. Therefore, I'm returning your manuscript with my regrets. I enjoyed reading your manuscript. The language is beautiful, evoking vivid pictures in the reader's mind. This is especially true of Hummingbird Heart in its passages like feathers gleam by splashy stream and red blooms from leafy skies. We discussed your submissions with the editorial staff, and as much as we love your writing, we do not see a place for Hummingbird Heart on our list. Our books need to have a simple vocabulary, allowing a child to read the stories easily. And though your submissions are very well written, the vocabulary is a little too difficult for a young child. However, we are very interested in reading future submissions and rewrites from you, and wish you all the best in placing this manuscript. I still love this subject, and I like the compressions and expansions you have made in this revision. Say, I had a revision on this one. I like the movement from waking to sleeping, but somehow I'm not feeling enough of the lightness and the sprightliness of hummingbirds. The verses still seems a bit tightly packed, and sometimes I find myself paying less attention to the sense of the words than to what my tongue must do to speak them. At any rate, it seems in the end I'm not certain enough about this project to confidently acquire it, and so I'm returning it to you with hopes that you find the right home for it soon. So I have to say, reading those rejections, that I feel like I'm getting close. As you can see, a lot of these rejections are with letters. These days we do a lot of stuff through email. So that's it, day number 3, Hummingbird Heart. I hope you guys are staying well. See you soon.